Now I'm just going to start with a new implementation. I'm going to teach you the routing and stations and the transfers. Okay. Now you see in Arena, we are always directing the entities. So let me start a slow animation here. We are always directing the entities. So I need to stop the simulation. Directing the entities over the connection lines that we have entered here. So right now the animation is turned off. Now from run here, I am just going to choose run control and I will disable the batch run. So I will be able to see the animations in my simulation. So you see the entities are flowing over these lines. So these connection lines are also showing the routes of these entities. Okay, how the entities are going to move through my flow chart. Now, sometimes, my friends, I'm just going to create two complex flow charts, and these lines that I draw here are going to complicate things. And sometimes, let's just say, when parts A arrive, when these parts arrive, they spend some time to reach the machine that we have there. Okay, so from part A arrival process, from the to the part A process, prep A process here, we have some time for the machines to transfer themselves. Okay, so let's just assume they spent some time to transfer themselves. Okay, so let's just say from the point that they arrive, so they arrive from the, for example, docking station. From that docking station until they move to this process, they spend some transfer time. And after prep A process, they are going to spend some transfer time to reach the sealer process. And after sealer process, they are going to spend some time to reach the rework process and other locations. So we are just going to add some transfer times between the processes. Okay. And how are we going to do this? I am just going to explain this for two examples, then I am going to show you the final picture of the project. Okay. So in the text, at page, let me show the regarding page here. Okay, we are going to add transfer times here. Okay, stations and transfers. You can read it in section 4.4. So it says we have a road time of 2 in minutes. Okay, from any location to another location. So I'm not going to read the whole text to you. You can read the details of the text. We have a road time of 2 minutes from one location to another. So we are going to add this logic by station route station approach. So how do we do that? So let's just say after parts are arrived here, and we have assigned their labels on that. Remember, we are assigning two types of labels here, which is the sealer time distribution, the time of the sealer process, and the arrive time. And I know that you cannot see it right now, unfortunately. So I'm just going to increase. Okay. Now I think you should be able to see here. We are assigning here in this assign module, we are assigning the sealer time, the duration in the sealer process, and the arrival time, which is the time of arrival for this part to the system. Now I am just going to erase this connection between here and here. So I am just going to add a transfer time in this process, in between these two processes. So here, after part A's arrival and after the labeling with the assign module, I am just going to use the advanced transfer panel, which is not available at this moment. So here from file, I say attach a template panel, and in the template panel, I choose advanced transfer panel. advanced transfer TPO. And here I have stations and routes. So while the last module is selected here, I'm just going to add a station. The station is going to be automatically connected to this assign module. And I will double click on this and I will name the station as Part A Arrival Station. Okay, so just like the stations in public transportation. Okay, so I named that station. Okay, so Part A Arrival Station I have, and the type here is a station. Okay, it's a station, and the name of the station is Part A Station. Okay, now you see we have two names here. This above name that you see here is the name that you are going to see on the module. If I click on OK here, you will see Part A Arrival Station here. But the second name is the name that is going to be used in commanding, okay, in codes. Okay, so this is Part A Station. Actually, you can put the same names to them, I guess. I don't know if it is going to give any error to that, but a shorter name in station name is preferable. Okay, a shorter name is preferable. So I will say Part A Station here, and I'm just going to click on OK. Now let's continue. So I have a Part A Arrival Station here, and then after that, I am just going to, while this arrival station is selected, I'm just going to add a route here. Okay, route here. And then I double click on this route, and the name of the route is going to be route to prep A. Okay, and the route time is going to be constant with 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and you can also use expressions here or distributions here, but we have a constant of 2 minutes of routing time, and the destination's name is going to be a station, and the destination station name is going to be Prep A Station. Prep A Station. Now you will ask this, where is Prep A Station? Now I am just going to add another station here, and I am going to connect that station to here, and I will double click on that station. The name of the station name here is going to be Prep A Station. And the label of the module is going to be Prep A Arrival Station. Okay, so you see this route module here is directing the parts that entering in this route module or entities entering in this route module to Prep A Station. Even though this route is not connected to Prep A, automatically every entity that goes through here is going to be direct to this here. So let's see if I take all of this to here, for example, as you can see. Now let's run the animation, and you will see that anything that arrives from here is going to be directed to here. Okay, so because of the fast animation, you cannot see here, but anything that arrives from here is automatically directed to here, but it spends 2 minutes of time to be directed there. So the transfer time from Part A Arrival Station to Prep A Arrival Station, or if we want to check their command names, Part A Station to Prep A Station is 2 minutes, and that is done by the route operation here, and the route operation directs the parts arriving in the route module to Prep A Station. So now let's do the same for Part B here. So I'm just going to take these two here again, and I am going to erase that connection. So while this is collected, I am just going to select a station here. The name of the station is going to be Part B, arrival station. So this is the name of the module, and this is part B, station. It is going to be the name of the command name of the station here, part B station. And after that, so before entering the route here, from before the prep B process, I need to add another station here, and the name of the station is going to be prep B arrival station. So that is going to be the label that I am going to see on the module, and the name of the station is going to be shorter, prep B station. And I'm just going to connect that from here to prep B process. Now, after prep B arrival station is selected, I am just going to add a route here, and the name of this route is going to be route to prep B, and the route time is again going to be 2 minutes, and the destination is going to be a station, and the name of the destination station is prep B station. Okay, now this route, similarly, this route is going to direct the items that entered in this route in 2 minutes to prep B arrival station. Now if I run the animation again, so you see the arriving red parts here, they are directed to here in 2 minutes. Everything that is arrived is going to be directed here in 2 minutes. Now the text here is asking us, to implement this 2 minutes routing time between every machine. Okay? So for example, after the prep A process and prep B process, we are going to add another route. Okay? And that route is going to direct us to the sealer process. So let's do that for once more. Okay, let's do that for once more. I'm just going to take the sealer process here, and I will take its animation here as well. Now I'm just going to erase these two connections. Now anything that leaves prep A process and prep B process is going to be directed to the station in front of the sealer process. So I will add a station here in the first place, and the name of that station is going to be sealer arrival station. And the station name is going to be sealer station. And I'm just going to connect that station to the sealer process here. Now, after prep A process, I am just going to add a route, and the name of this route is going to be route to sealer. And the route time is going to be, again, 2 minutes, and the destination is going to be the which station. Now, you see, instead of writing here, when you select here, you will see the stations. So it is going to be to the sealer station. Okay? So it is directed to the sealer station, which is here. So when you define a station name here, you will be able to see in this drop-down list. So we have sealer station. Now, of course, since I am going to route prep A parts to sealer station, I will also need to direct the prep B parts to the sealer station. If the time of the transfer is going to be the same, then I will simply connect that process to this route module, and everything that comes out of prep A process or prep B process are going to be transferred to the sealer station in 2 minutes of routing time. And now, as you can see, if we run the animation again, you will be seeing that anything that goes through here is going to be directed to here in 2 minutes of time. Okay, so the blue ball and red ball are coming here after 2 minutes. All right, so let me show you the finished project. So with the part transfers applied to all machines, between all machines. So From the arrival process until we reach to prep A and prep B machine, we have a 2 minutes of routing time here. So from prep A and prep B processes, we have 2 minutes of routing time, and they enter to the sealer arrival station. And from sealer arrival station, after the sealer inspection, we either route the parts to the rework area or basically to the exit. So the route to the shipped parts station. So you see we have shipped parts arrival station, salvage parts arrival station, and scrap parts arrival station here. So anything that is going to be shipped is routed to the shipped parts exit in 2 minutes. Anything that is routed to rework station, rework arrival station, is directed in 2 minutes again. And in the rework arrival station, after we perform the rework on the parts, again we apply a rework inspection. Either the parts are salvaged or scrapped, but in both cases, again we have a 2 minutes of transfer time to the regarding exit. To the regarding exit we have here. Okay, so this is how we apply the transfer processes. Remember now, a transfer process can also be random as well. For example, here in the route to sealer, you can say that the routing time is not exactly 2 minutes, but it is normally distributed with a 2 minutes average, and let's just say 0.10 minutes standard deviation. Okay, so you can also do this random routing times as well. Okay, so now let's run the simulation. So we have the fastest animation here. Now I'm just going to stop it. I am going to click on run, and I will, from the run controls, I will enable the batch run because I would like to see the simulation results directly without any animation. So you see, this is the fastest way possible to run a simulation. Now you see in the entities here, in the reports in the entities, we will have transfer times here. So the transfer times are not 0 anymore. On the average, part A spent 6.17 minutes. Any type of part A is spending 6.17 minutes on the average in transfers. And part B is as well. I mean, if you remember, their routing processes are almost identical. Therefore, these two values are very close to each other. And their half widths are very close to each other.